Have you ever wondered why products such as alcohol and tobacco are legal and marijuana is not? The simple answer is racism. Statistics show significant racial disparity in the enforcement of marijuana laws. Even though white and black people use marijuana at roughly the same rate, a black person in the United States is 3.73 times more likely to be arrested for marijuana possession on average. As a person of color who believes in the healing aspects of marijuana, I come here to persuade you on why I believe marijuana should be legalized. Besides benefiting the economy, the legalization of marijuana is both medically and recreationally useful. First, let us talk about why marijuana needs to be legalized in the first place. Let us talk about lowering the rates of minorities getting incarcerated for offenses related to marijuana. In every single state, black people were more likely to be arrested for marijuana possession. In some states, black people were up to 6, 8, or even 10 times more likely to be arrested. In 31 states, the racial disparities were actually larger in 2018 than they were in 2010. According to the article, A Tale of Two Countries, Racially Targeted Arrests in the Era of Marijuana Reform, the relaxing of marijuana laws, whether by legalization or decriminalization, coincides with lower average arrest rates for both sales and possession. States that legalized or decriminalized marijuana saw fewer marijuana arrests from 2010 to 2018. Now let's talk about the need to improve the economy. In 2019, Colorado collected more than $302 million in taxes and fees on medical and recreational marijuana. Sales in the state total over $1.7 billion. Sales in the U.S. were $12.2 billion in 2019, and its projection to increase by 2024, according to a report from ArcView Market Research and BDS Analytics. According to the article, Cannabis Jobs Report, legal cannabis now supports 243,700 full-time American jobs. Leafly's annual Cannabis Jobs Report found 243,700 full-time equivalent jobs supported by legal cannabis as of January 2020. That is a 15% year-over-year increase. Over the past 12 months, the expanding industry has created 33,700 new jobs nationwide, making legal marijuana the fastest growing industry in America. As you can see, there are multiple ways that the legalization of marijuana can help benefit the nation instead of criminalizing the plant. Now you understand the need, let's talk about the initiatives taken to legalize marijuana on the state and federal level. According to the article, Marijuana Legalization and Regulation, House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jerry Nadler and Senator Kamala Harris introduced the Marijuana Opportunity Reinvestment and Expungement Act, also known as the MORE Act. It is the most sweeping marijuana reform bill ever in Congress. What does the MORE Act do, you may ask? It deschedulizes marijuana at the federal level to let states set their own policies without federal interference. It expunges prior marijuana convictions so we can start repairing the extensive damage done to communities of color from decades of biased law enforcement. And it establishes a federal tax that would be used to assist the people that and communities most harmed by marijuana prohibition, with programs like job training, substance use treatment, and cannabis business licensing. Now we're talking about what states are doing to legalize marijuana. In New York, a Drug Policy Alliance is dedicated to ending marijuana prohibition with the Marijuana Regulation and Taxation Act, also known as the MRTA. What does the MRTA do? It allows the responsible use of marijuana by adults 21 and over within a tightly regulated system. It shows significant updates and improvements for the medical marijuana and hemp farming programs. It includes vital protections against housing and employment discrimination and addresses additional devastating impacts of marijuana prohibition in the fields of immigration and child welfare. It protects young people by reducing access to marijuana and promotes comprehensive reality-based drug education. It establishes a licensing system that favors small businesses and family farmers, not large corporations, including co-op and micro businesses licenses that can reduce barriers to entry for people that with less access to capital and traditional avenues of financing. And it also uses tax revenue for social good like community reinvestment, job training, youth programs, and drug treatment programs. Even the federal government sees the benefits of legalizing marijuana. which are for more than just recreational use. Now that you see the initiatives that are being taken to legalize marijuana, here are a few examples of what the future would look like if marijuana was legalized nationally. There will be more jobs available for young adults. According to the article, cannabis is becoming a huge job creator. Cannabis directly employs more than 211,000 full-time workers in the U.S. It adds indirect jobs, and the total number of full-time workers dependent on the legal cannabis industry hits nearly 300,000. Another benefit is that there will be another natural medicine used to treat diseases. There are hundreds of chemical compounds in cannabis, many which are cannabinoids. Cannabinoids have been linked to providing relief of chronic pain due to their chemical makeup. Research conducted by the American Alliance for the Medical Cannabis has linked cannabis to stabilize blood sugars, lower blood pressure, and improve blood circulation. Another benefit is that the incarceration rate will decrease and billions of dollars would be saved in law enforcement. This is how the new America could look. Now you know what would happen if marijuana is legal. Let's review. Marijuana is a plant that has many healing and calming effects. It is no more harmful than illegal products such as alcohol and tobacco, so it should not be illegal. Legalizing marijuana would improve the economy and lower the incarceration rate of minorities who go to jail for selling and possession. So today I encourage you to educate yourself on the benefits of marijuana and realize that the choice to partake in it should not be any different from the choice to partake in cigarettes. Thank you for your time and have a good day.